Let's quickly go over to the to what happened today in the United Nations Cup. Let's check what happened today here, and let's look at some games. Alright, this should be close, but this should be fine. So we see Anand versus Vasily Graf, first game, Slav defense. It's all pretty standard. E5. It's very interesting. Bishop e3, and if knight takes e5, I guess, then knight takes b5, right? So that's the problem for black. So the pawns has to be protected. So knight h6, obviously white plays g4, then of course black plays c5, and we have to check into this line. And looks like black is surviving. If he plays b4, then knight e4, pawn c5 is gone. If he takes on a4, either way. So black is stuck with a terrible structure, but counter tempo on attack. Pawn f3. Hi. Hi everybody, hi Rishi. So we're looking some, so black is doing okay here, yeah? So rook b8, knight e4, rook takes b2 look natural, but then bishop takes e4, so these guys are playing all the correct moves, and I think it's pretty fair that this game should be ending in a draw. King h7, the idea is that knight b2, then rook b1 obviously, and white just goes into this endgame, and this looks like a draw, right? Total equality. We're gonna check the Aronian versus VD game, and so what happens here? This is like the Aronian basically playing Benoni reversed, right? The bishop on a4. Some crazy line here. Black seems to be doing all right. And I don't know about this move here. Rook c5, black just could have played d3, right? And then probably play rook c8 and then d2, right? You guys see this combo? d3 followed by rook c3, rook c8, bishop e3, then take on c5 and play d2. And basically that's deflection, and black wins the piece. Instead, black takes on c5 immediately and allows white to equalize. And essentially, this was pretty equal game. Looks like an equal game, but somehow black managed to lose this. Yeah, this is pretty impressive how Levon managed to trick his opponents. Oh, and now this pawn is going, right? This a pawn is rolling, and black is not in time to stop. Yeah, black is not in time to stop the pawn. Yeah, this was an incredible trick by Aronian, and that was game number. Aronian versus Vidit. Let's see, Artemiev versus Wei. And we see here English with queen b3, nothing special for white, I guess. Pretty surprised with this insistence on playing queen b4, trading the queens, but probably too early. But b6 is hard to play, right? Because white might play a3 or something. So, but knight b6 is definitely tells me that black has some problems here. So knight e5, knight b6, knight d5. So this knight had to go to d6, b6, d5, then to go to c3, because right now he is just suffering here. Bishop g7 had to be played, transposition to the Catalan structure, and black is obviously suffering here. Superior Catalan version for white. And a huge blunder with the very limited time on the clock, so he resigns, right? that is the point. What else we have? So this is like a recap. Maybe let's look at some games here. So we see the Dink repeating the Grunfeld prep against Nepo, catching him some computer line. All right, Dominguez versus Firouzja. Yeah, this was pretty crazy game. Yeah, Firouzja prepared this probably line for white, and at some point Dominguez was really okay, doing okay. He should have played rook a8 first, right, and then 95. But it's very tricky. If you're not prepared for this, then rook f5 is an obvious move, and then it's completely not clear why black is worse here. And 95 is is definitely not the easy move to play here. Queen f4 and bishop d3, and black is just suffering. He probably missed c5, queen b3 check here, and then black position is just really bad here. And Dominguez was really lucky to make a draw. Knight h2, trading the defender on f6, followed by rook e8 check, queen e7 threat. Knight h2 is incredibly strong, and now Dominguez basically managed to survive, right? Yeah, he managed to survive, and rook e3 followed with rook g3 idea, and then you have this threat of rook h7 check. So huge threats. Hi Ardan, hi Sohrab, weren't you the world title challenger? Many moons ago, years ago, right? So Grechkina, Hare Krishna versus Duda. So we see some Catalan, pawn sack, standard stuff, and the question is whether white has enough compensation, and he sure does. In fact, white is much better now. He is winning, and we see a lot of games actually in this online tournament. A lot of games have been, you know, seen some mistakes, right? You see huge advantage by white, practically winning advantage, right? And white failed to win because this still should be winning. This still should be winning. Queen d5, and then you have to play king h3. e5 is bad because now after f4, after f4, white king gets stuck. So e5 was bad, king h3 probably had to be played, and the idea the king walks to g4, and white keeps his connected pawns, right? And this is just a draw now. This is just a draw. So let's see how the draw was made, because this is still not an easy draw. Yeah, but white king is cut off, right? So that's probably the right way to make a draw here. All right, hi guys, hi Machiavelli. Yeah, everything is okay. If you guys noticed my chat's title, I put up a new lecture on London system. I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed making it for you, so check it out later. And let's see, Nakamura versus Rajabov. We see the same line that's been played in the Magnus tournaments, right? And Rajabov is suffering, but he's kind of sturdy guy, right? He suffered, but not that much. So rook b7 and queen c4. I like this move. Tricky stuff by Rajabov. If he doesn't have this move, he is much worse. But he has this move, and white is forced to trade the queens because of queen f1 mate. So basically this move, and now black bishop is being activated, and black is even could be playing for a win here. So we have Wesley playing versus Amin, and that's standard Brer going to this crazy line here. Don't recall this line, to be honest. Seems that white has an extra pawn, but maybe black has compensation, right? So 93, and this pawn on b2 is kind of weak, right? So it's not easy for white to get this bishop on c1 moving, because that pawn on b2 will fall, and knights on d5 and c5 extremely strong. So very difficult to make progress, because knight on e1 has to stay to protect the d3 square. So this looks like a draw. Yeah, this looks like still it's a draw. Yeah, very impressive defense by Amin Bassam. Then of course Sergei Kuryakin for knights. Well, okay, this is pretty drawish opening. I don't expect white to make any headway here. Basically exchanges, just draw. So that was round number 3. Let's go quickly after round number 4. I have to be sturdy to win the World Cup, right? Are you interested to play for the world title again? No, I'm not interested in playing. I'm interested in doing some Twitch stuff and growing my YouTube channel, so I can provide more educational lectures, opening lectures, and you know, do some historical stuff matches. This is pretty famous endgame. I recall that black failed to actually make a draw in this, but look at these pawns formations, a5, b5, right? White has no way to break through this pawn chain, and also pawn chain in the center. White only has double h pawns, and of course they're easily blocked by the king. So this is going to be an easy draw for black. The computer says it's winning, but he doesn't understand the concept of the fortress, right? So the concept of the fortress is being lost on the computer. So at which point white was winning +2 here. Then king g3, bishop d1. Okay, so the computer later understands that he can't make progress, and this is a draw. It's pretty impressive play by both players, to be honest. Dominguez versus Aronian. I didn't know Aronian was such a specialist in the Petrov, because you guys see this is very tricky endgame. White has extra pawn, right? You may want to set up some Twitch commands to link directly to your channel so it's easier to find. I have a link below. I have a button which says YouTube button. Yeah, I mean it's below the Twitch broadcast. Hi, I'm Rosen. Hi guys, thank you for rating me, I guess. I appreciate it. So this was very tricky endgame. It seems that white has an extra pawn, but because he has double f pawns and the presence of the rooks on board makes this endgame very tricky, and I think Dominguez didn't quite understood how dangerous this is. Would be a nice addition, knightbot or movebot. Eric, I'll try. Can't promise because I'm not such a techno person. So white is already getting into worse position, right? Surprisingly, he's pawn down, but he is worse because that knight on b3 is absolutely terrible. So I would probably think that what white really needed to do is just give up this d4 pawn, but trade the rooks, and if possible trade the knights. But just bring this knight home somewhere to e3, maybe g3, and because knight on b3 is just really bad. So he's doing this, he's playing knight d2, but after knight b4, that pawn on a4 is already kind of weak. So rook c3 followed by knight c4, which is computer line I kind of like, but you know, passive defense doesn't quite help. Rook e2, trying to exchange pair of rooks would be probably helpful. And then some point knight c1 instead of knight e6, but it's difficult. Yeah, it's not human, because he missed knight d3 completely, and then of course after rook f4, this is just really bad endgame for white. Suddenly his king is under huge pressure. Rook h4 coming, knight f2 is coming, and structure is bad, and yeah, basically you don't want to get this against Aronian. He will kill you here, and yeah, this was a very impressive game by Aronian. Yeah, right. So let's go next game, Firouzja versus Artemiev, and this was Khan Sicilian. Traditionally this is better for whites, but this is not so simple to prove. And queen g4. See guys, h5 and black is already better. I actually played h5 in these positions myself, and this is very complex position. I mean, Khan is the Sicilian Khan is the fighting opening, and it's easy to, you know, white doesn't know what he's doing. It's easy to get into worse position, for example. And castling seems normal, but yeah, it still looks normal. But after f4, bishop f6, yeah, this is not easy, right? Queen c3, now white is down a pawn, but he has a strong pair of bishops, so that bishop on g5 is kind of tricky. So let's see what happens. Check. Queen e6, human move, and human exchange, and of course we go into this endgame. I really don't like h6 because that puts this knight on t4 into all sorts of trouble, and g5 was good, but yeah, but taking on g5 was very strange, right? This was really strange move. Yeah, rook d5 looks reasonable because you really want to bring that king to g6 and attack this pawn, because after you take, I think he blundered rook f4, right? I think he absolutely blundered it because there is rook g4 coming threat and just take on h4. And yeah, we see at this point both players were down 2 minutes. And I think Artemiev is very lucky to make a draw in this game, which he succeeded eventually, but yeah, it was a lot of pressure. Yeah, he got really lucky here. Yes. Hi guys. Oh my god, with Kid Bogut. Listen to him, didn't play the Caro-Kann. Yes, he didn't. Well, he played Sicilian. Remember, if you guys go to the previous World Cup, not last year's, but the previous one, remember that Artemiev was the one who eliminated Rajabov, right? And he played Sicilian Paulson there, right? So once again, you guys, if you newcomers, I have a title that I have a new lecture up on my YouTube, since you guys all ask me, and there it is. It is kind of longer though, it's about 40 minutes, but it's kind of fun, covering the sideline there. So what happened here? Yeah. Do you see any potential in Firuzat to be the world champion? Sure. Everybody sees it, right? If you don't see it, you gotta be blind. So we see Giri versus So playing Catalan. Solid, small advantage. Very drawish. Yeah, this is actually tricky endgame, always. b5, it's very interesting. Computer likes b6. You know, just to make sure that knight stays on c5, so I kind of like b6, but maybe bring the king first. Yeah, king first to e7 or something. But knight on c5 stays, right? Just such a solid knight, and he covers this d7 square. b5 is kind of confusing, but on the other hand, it makes a draw immediately. Yeah. So the threat is rook cc2, then rook check, and rook takes f7. So nice trick by white, and basically it's just a draw because, yeah, draw, nice prep. Karakin versus Corey, now the Sicilian, and queen d3, guys, this is like really becoming very popular, this whole idea was queen g3, preventing that bishop on f8 from developing, hitting that pawn on g7, and black exchanges the queens. Now, traditional Sicilian endgames are good for black, but not this one. Because from that pawn moving to g3, you have this g4, f4 coming, and it's just really not good for black, to be honest. Yeah, so Karakin shows some of his old prep probably, and rook f3, pretty strange move, to be honest. Rook b3 looks normal, right? Because, I don't know, king b6, bishop b5, looks pretty good for white, for black, yeah? I'm surprised. Now c4, yeah, this. Ooh, a lot of tactics. Bishop f3 probably would be simpler. I'm not sure about bishop c6, but yeah, this looks like a draw right now. Definitely black is suffering though. Not right now. No, yeah, he had to be careful here. So rook b5, rook h4. Now he had to play king b6, of course, and force white to take on c5. Then rook takes on c5 with the threat of taking on e5. And he win a huge tempo. So Corey got outclassed here in this game. Hi guys, how should black deviate? Maybe d6 instead of queen takes g3. Yeah, that you gotta analyze those lines. You gotta be. I mean, if you're playing black, this is all part of the theory analysis. And if you're playing that kind of line, queen d3 is now extremely popular, so you have to analyze it. I don't remember my analysis. There, because I usually don't play knight c6 Paulson, right? And this was knight c6 b takes c6 Paulson, and usually I just play Khan. But I do know that taking on g3 is like extremely dangerous And black should probably do something else. But the best response would be just, analyze it with your computer and check the database of the games and explore, right? All right, this looks very solid by who you find. He just trades everything. Slight advantage for black already, maybe. Yeah, slight advantage for black, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, very difficult. Very, very solid by white. So Muzachuk playing versus Giri, and we have this Karakan. Yeah, this is like all the rage. I don't understand the system for black because this is also kind of very complicated strategic battle. Black get these double pawns, but this is very tricky. See, in one move, right, it's like black is better according to the computer, and the next move you misplay, white is better, right? Go figure. I mean, like you got to spend a long time trying to understanding the structures, and that's why we see a lot of these inaccuracies. And black is definitely doing okay here because a5, a4 makes sense. White is trying to play g4, but then of course f4 is there, and f4 is always there, right? That traditional pawn break. Yeah, so this is very complex structure. Now white is better again. Yeah. Yeah, so this line in Karakan, which is why it's so popular among the GMs when they play lower rated players, because lower rated players will have very big difficulty trying to play this position correctly. And we again see now we see Nepo playing this against Timur. You guys remember, like in the previous round, Naka played it against Rajabov and they made a draw. So they're repeating the line, and now Nepo plays some forced line where he forces black to sack this exchange. The computer says black is okay, but in human terms, this is definitely not okay. Okay, because you're down the exchange. That exchange will come out once the time control gets to the seconds, and black will have to be absolutely careful, have to be accurate 100% to play this endgame and to make this a draw. And boom, white rooks just joins the game and kills that f7 pawn. After that, the entire king side falls and black loses. So see, that's how grandmasters outplay their peers. They play this line, they know they have this advantage, they prepare something, right, and they just play around, wait for your time to diminish until you are down to 1-2 minutes, and then maintaining that accurate defense is impossible. So that's how you lose. So we see knight g5, Magnus Carlsen move played against Nakamura by Maxim, right? In the Magnus Invitational Tournament, he plays knight g5, and Naka plays b5, and he got killed. So he found the improvement, which is h6, and we see that there is huge forced line, obviously, and boom, nothing for white. Nakamura equalized. Very good preparation. Vidit lost to Van Gaal playing the Queen's Gambit accepted, the rare side these days. This used to be a huge older age line in the 90s, I believe. A lot of analysis published, computer analysis, and the verdict was that white has to be playing really carefully here and correctly in order to maintain the advantage. And again, it's very easy to lose the track and actually lose the game with white. So another fighting opening choice by black, and I would like this actually, this is Queen's Gambit accepted, right? And we saw Rajabov and Nakamura both play decline stuff with e6, bishop e7, going to that very passive position. So I kind of welcome this change from Mr. Van Gaal. And traditional Carlsbad, black going for that bishop f5, massive exchanges. This is like really old school stuff. This has been known since the 80s, right? Black is just equal. That one weakness doesn't mean a thing. And of course, the last game here. And this was actually one of my old preps, was knight a3. And I'm curious, how did Zatonsky react here? I think, yeah, this is probably not correct. Yeah, rook e1 and rook e3, on the other hand, is difficult to play. And I think, yeah, so bishop b3 is actually very interesting. I don't know. This is very uncommon. I don't like knight c4 at all. because you're fixing your pawn structure, and the black's knight on b6 is kind of bad, so you kind of help them eliminate this knight. On the other hand, if this king come to e2, yeah, so f4, king f2, knight f3, of course, very difficult to see by the human player. I don't know. Yeah, and this is just being pawned down, right? Being pawned down usually means it's a really bad game. And this is a draw, actually. This looks like a draw, to be honest. And g5 is inaccurate, allows this rook a5, rook 3 h4 first. But again, very tricky. So, okay, wait a second. After king f6, you're supposed to take on a4, right, guys? Take on a4, and this is a draw. Because this is just a draw. Then you trade the rooks and grab the pawn b7. But this just allows you to... Boom. Black wins. So that was the recap of today's Online Nations tournaments. So now let's go back to LiChess. So we're ready to play some blitz games with you guys, and let's just chill. Let's play some games and accept challenges. Don't make them 5s, oh please, just 3-0, 3-1 if you want to. Some bullets, doesn't matter. So let's just chill, play some chess, and hopefully you... Alright. And hopefully you know, you check that lecture out sometime. Yeah, because I'm thinking about doing another lecture, but I also had to return to the classical to finish that classical match, World Championship match, because I started it and then I'm thinking on the game 16. So let's go, guys. All right. So. All right. Yeah, that was a quick recap. Of course, you know, you have a lot of commentators who are covering this tournament, which is the reason why I'm not covering it. I'm trying to save energy. Plus, I wasn't feeling that well. And you know, just do the recaps, I guess. Makes more sense to me. So queen b3, then b5, and that's... oh, that's that line, right? I'm not sure if that's a good line though, so let's check it out. Let's check out your prep, man. Because I really don't like b5 in these positions. And you play like this, and I play a4. And that's the reason why I don't like rook a7 much later. a5. Because that rook on a7 will be suffering for a long time. What is your LiChess profile? It should be on my screen. It says IGM Gata Kamsky. It's meant to try playing the Hippo. Hippo! Well, you gotta analyze those games, right, that you play. I mean, otherwise it's very hard to improve in any opening. Hi guys, hi Turkey. Turkiyim Satranç, Turkish chess, right? Satranç is the chess chess word. Even that I know, even with my limited knowledge, right? Okay, so let's see. Black is trying to prepare, I guess, e5 some point. So he's pretty solid. And all right, let's just centralize for now. Let us just centralize because still difficult for black. So 94, fine. I'm ready to trade. Let's trade. I'll tell you the idea. The main threat why I don't play this line for black is because there is such a move as queen b6 here. There is such an idea. Because if you trade on b6 and allow my pawn to get to b6 and then connect it with a c5 pawn, black is lost. As simple as that, because there is always bishop a6 sort of threat, right? And then b pawn queens. So that's the reason why I don't play this line. So let me try to demonstrate how this works. Yeah, so this is bad for black. Hi Alvin. And there's always bishop a6 in the air, and of course the other biggest threat now, if my knight is alive, this knight goes to a5. Can you imagine the damage he can do there? Well, knight on b5 I guess is okay, but let's play f4 first. Alright, I'll give you this knight if you want to. On the other hand, if you play like this, then your knight is gonna be... See, he has no squares, right? So that's a really bad knight. Really, really bad knight. Bishop b5, a b5, rook a7 looks good. I don't know. Let's play g4. Let's play on this bad knight. Really bad knight. And you're trying to play e5. Probably is not gonna work. This should not work, man. Bishop c4. Then I can try for f5 always. This should be fun. See, this knight on b5 is just terrible, right? Yeah, that's... You really don't want to get into this sort of position. And now d5 seems a sensible thing to do. Oh, thank you for your donation, Cat, Mr. Cat Thrower. Do you get a percentage from Chess fucking Legend Hoodie? No. Not a single, nada, nothing. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, we're all doing this because we love chess, right? And you guys are awesome. So thank you for your support, guys. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. That's why I don't deal with Chess24 dudes. Because, you know, why deal with people who don't sort of respect normal human interaction, right? Sort of thing. Alright, again, for the newcomers, I have a new lecture on London system on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check it out, click on that link below my broadcast. There is the panel with the button there, and hope you enjoy it. Right. Yeah, you really don't want to play a5 before you play b5, because that pawn on c4, man. That pawn, and also this bishop. Oh, you're 1600. Oh, you're trying to learn the London system? Don't play the system for black. I mean, this is really not recommended unless you really know what you're doing. Don't play this for black, man. Don't play it. From the London system YouTube. Yes, obviously I'm playing London system as white, and most of my perspective will be from the white. All right. I mean, I play white. So yeah. So most of that perspective is from the white color. So you guys saw how I lost to Max Sudlu, right? That was the from Title Tuesday game. It's quite painful. He was just fast little devil. I had no time to think in those complications. But the opening was the success, right? London system was the success. Yeah, and try not to play the system as black, because this automatically puts you into really bad endgame. This endgame with the queen b3, a takes b3, with the pawn b4, b5, this is bad endgame for black. I have won countless games as white on this side, and both in classical games, in rapid games, a lot of games. I do not recommend this at all for black. Cannot be recommended. I'm sorry. And just can't recommend it. All right, knight h5. Yes, that was the trick. That was the trick. That's correct. And I don't remember what I do here. Yeah, this is all analysis, guys. This is all analysis. B5 maybe, yeah. b5 and b4, I think. Looks interesting. All right, I really don't want to give you this bishop though. I really don't want to give you this bishop. I forgot how to play here. My bad. Sorry. Don't remember. Yeah, definitely want to keep this bishop. So I'll have to do a lecture on this line, right? Well, it's 3-1, but 1 second is definitely not enough. Max with loop? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay, but I played this guy so many times in Blitz. I lost to him so many times. I should know his name by now, right? You should know the name of the person who has your number, right? You gotta know that name of the person who has your number. Alright, so I'm just gonna play it slowly. You know, I have a lot of space advantage. I don't have to be pressing for anything. Let's just get this bishop for a second. Even this game is still slightly better for white. Even this position is still slightly better for white. Because black is so passive. You guys, if you guys remember me talking about the opening choice in Queen's Gambit accepted that Rajabov and Nakamura plays, this is very, very similar. Very similar, and I don't like it. Okay, it's just very passive for black because I played my share of passive lines for black, and I just don't like to have passive positions anymore. That's the honest opinion, right? Trying for that b6, are you? I don't know. On the other hand, I should probably just take this pawn. You really don't want to play b6, man. I really doubt that you want to play it. Really doubt that you want to play it. Okay. Grab the file. Probably the knight goes to e6, I guess. So let's trade this guy. Let's trade this guy, and yeah, the reason why I kind of always look at this position with suspicion, because white always have this potential king a5, b6 walk, like this huge walk, right? Getting to the pawn on b7. This might be a huge thing. So maybe just king c3. Not afraid of the spin. And now you're left with this really weak pawn on a6. So again, and then who's going to protect this pawn on c6 then? I see. Alright, rook a4. Knight d7 is a thing probably, but knight d3 looks good, why not? Then rook a1. Just b4. Knight takes. Now I have lots of things coming up. Rook a6, right? I mean, the black is just so passive. Black is so passive. Rook a8 is coming, trading the rooks. Then that pawn on c6 is gonna fall. That pawn is gonna fall, man. Yeah. So, see, black is just very passive. When? A game that you beat Gary is best d4 game in history. No, that's not the best game in history, guys. Sure, you're welcome. Yeah, so this line is like really passive for black. Again, allowing that c5 and trade on b3 in general is always slightly better for white. Which is the reason I don't play such positions as black, and I play them as white. So once, you know, just analyze this game, for example, analyze with the computer, just move some pieces around, and try to play it with white, and you will see how much more pleasant it is to play with white, okay? This kind of positions. Once you learn that, then you know that you don't want, what do you want to do with black to avoid that? Oh yeah, so we have this this thing, right? So I remember we were doing something like this. There was some game somebody played against me, Untitled Tuesday, I believe, right? And if e6, then there is e4. I think we looked at that move with the brief chess.com, some engine there. So let's see. So I don't know. I just like to take this pawn because basically white is playing White is playing with the extra stuff, right? So knight c3 maybe even. I don't know, b4 looks good, right? So basically white is just playing Slav defense, having this extra pawn. It's pretty cool. Extra tempo, I mean, right? Extra tempo, right? So this extra tempo, let's see what he comes up with. There was also that famous gambit, right? The Slav Gambit, where black also does something like this. I don't remember. And then you have this A and B pawns versus the central pawns, right? Played b6. All right, so you played b6. So I'm gonna grab on b6, and then I'm gonna play a3, I guess. Bishop e3 is also kind of cool, yeah. All right, but let's play a3. Nothing wrong with this move. There's nothing wrong with this move. So let me just play some solid chess. You want to take on b4, I guess. Yeah, you probably do. Should I play bishop e3? Let me try bishop e3. This development. Then I'll try to go into this Grunfeld g3 thing, I guess. So knight d2. Then I'm gonna go this g3, bishop g2 sort of Catalan stuff. And let's see what black is gonna do here. Can he do some damage to me? I don't know. Let's try h3 first. Keep the d4 square covered. Probably not good for me, yeah. Probably not good for me. Probably blundering something. Way behind in development. Way behind. Through b1 probably safer, maybe. Queen a4 and b5 was also interesting. I don't know. Alright, so let's see what he is. What he has cooked up here. He has this move. Tricky guy. He has this move. And the bishop g5, the knight d5, I guess. Right, is that what you cooked up? Alright, so I have to grab this. And he goes for this. Queen d1 maybe? Queen a4. Alright, maybe queen b1 for now, yeah. Queen c7. You play so fast, man. Random Twitcher. What are you, man? You're playing so well. So knight takes. I'm pretty sure I'm blundering something. I just don't see what I'm blundering. My king is god awful, I know. Yeah, knight c2 check looks pretty bad, yeah. But I don't see the mate. And if I don't see the mate, I'm gonna grab that pawn. You know your favorite pawn grabber, right? Your pawn grabber is gonna grab that pawn. That might not be good, but I'm still gonna grab that pawn. I have two pawns. Black has very good compensation, of course. Knight c2, king d1, and take. I gotta give this check, obviously. And queen c4. Trading the queens because pawn on a7 is hanging. That leaves me with the extra two pawns. And I'm pretty happy. Yeah, extra two pawns in the endgame is nice. So we survived, guys. We survived. We definitely could have been played better. We could have played better, of course. And yeah. So nice prep, man. That was pretty good by black. So I'm playing all the whites, it seems, for some reason. Why I'm playing only whites? I don't know. Ooh, my rating is 2751 now. Not bad. So in 2 days we have a titled arena on LiChess. I'm definitely gonna play there. right? And bishop d3. Standard stuff, c3. And here, I think h4 is actually pretty interesting. I'll just go for that berserk attack on the king side. Ooh, okay. Whew. h5, man. All right. You got balls to play h5 for sure, and just queen e2 for now. But we're looking at some potential g4 later, maybe even. Yeah, black problem is always this bishop on d7 versus my bishop on d3. Obviously, my bishop on d3 is better than your bishop, right? And so what are we going to do here? Bishop g5 is also possible, by the way. Now that we have this nice square on g5 for our bishop, right? Looks pretty yummy. And on the other hand, oh, you just give me the pawn. All right, I'll take it. Yeah, I was supposed to play knight e5, knight g4, I think, because I think right now it's just really not good for black. Should not be good. g6, knight g6, f g6, queen g6, bishop g7, maybe even h5, yeah, then h6. Looks pretty dangerous, I think. The London should be called Kamsky Kremlin-Grishuk system. No, just keep it at London system. Keep it simple. Yeah, just keep it London. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, again, if you play a system, if you play d5 and you go into this stuff with black, then you should really know what you're doing. To play London with white. Hello, Jonesy. Thank you for following. High five card draw. Right. So I guess most of your other broadcasters, they went to sleep, right? Actually, it was some interesting game with Artemiev today, right? And I think bishop c3 is now a modern way of playing this. I still kind of prefer the old school queen e7 here. And what is the move here? I'm trying to remember the move here. I think it's 94 anyway. I think it's 94. Not sure, man. Yeah, there is this tricky system. And actually, I played some games in the Rapids. Well, there's this queen b4 and this whole draw, right? But we're not gonna go into that. We're gonna play this line that I sort of came up with during the blitz game, like a few years ago, and then suddenly it became the main line for black, right? And I'll show you the idea. The idea is that, yeah, the idea is kind of funny. So let's play b6, or how shall we start this? Yeah, we can probably play b6 here. Trying to remember the right sequence of moves. All right, let's start with d6. And the idea that you play f5, not f6, but f5. It seems very counterintuitive. You leave this diagonal, but then this pawn sort of prevents white's e4. And then you bring this bishop to c6, which is gonna be a big badass bishop, basically. Right, and this is actually good for black, because then you just play sort of oh, you even take on c6. You should be playing bishop d5, I think. Yeah, because now I have a queen and knight, and perfect pawn structure, right? A5, 96, C5 maybe, 94 maybe, yeah. Rook E8. Then this rook goes to attack something somewhere. Yeah, this line is okay for black. Dodging Naka podcast time right now. Oh, yeah, but Naka, he's streaming every day. I mean, seems like this new job, yeah. It's like his new job. So let's play 96. As a full-time job. I don't envy his job. A4, C5. Alright. So white is solid, I agree. White is pretty solid. White is pretty solid. But okay, let's play C5. I want to play A4 and create some weaknesses here. Because if he plays A4, then this B3 will be definitely weakness. And if he doesn't play A4, then I play A4, and whatever the trade, whatever the result of the trade, white will be stuck with the weakness. So that's the point. As I said, A4, H5. Okay, we're not scared of that. H6, because your king is still open. And you're gonna. I don't know how white is gonna use this diagonal to his advantage. I don't see it, to be honest. You can always play knight g5 or something, right? Just play knight g5 here. If g4, then just grab, and then that rook. That whole rook here is the problem. In this case, should I grab it? I don't know, rook b8 looks good. Maybe should allow white to grab it. Queen f7. I don't know, queen d3, okay, but then if I take this rook, gotta take with the bishop, right? And then the second rook comes over. Then rook a2, for example. Okay, so you play like that, right? What about 94 cheapo? Do I have this cheapo? Yeah, that's just a cheapo, yeah. Oh, draw. Ah, I forgot about threefold. Good job, man. Right, still very solid chess. F5 looks like an invitation to be checkmated. Not really. I don't remember the analysis. It's been all played. It's now been heavily analyzed and played. So, yeah, but I don't remember. But the black is doing okay in this line. That's for sure. So, Mr. J. Pablum, it is your move, sir. New London video, you now hear the times we live in. The London, you're... Alright, thank you so much, Mr. Iwell, for life. Yeah, so I have now 2 lectures on London on my YouTube, and things are only starting, guys. Things are only starting. Yeah, because of the sheer amount of the material, which is huge, it's gonna be a lot of lectures, guys, a lot of video lectures. A lot of stuff. Yeah, I have to recheck all the stuff, of course. Have to figure out what the recent games are also played, right? Because oh, f4. Wow. Okay. And if I play knight f6 here, yeah, sometimes I play knight e7, sometimes I play knight f6. Knight f6 depends on the situation. Here I definitely play h5 because of this provocation. Yeah, knight g3 basically asks for this h5, right? Remember how I was talking earlier about a game that Firuza versus Artemiev, right? Yeah, this is one of those situations where you are allowed to play h5, guys. So unless you really want to play e5, so let's kick this knight out to make sure white doesn't get this e5, knight a4 in. Now we can play g6. This knight gets perfect square on g4. And black is simply better. In this case, knight g4 anyway. Followed by the bishop trade, probably. Yeah, because you do want to exchange those dark squared bishops. Yeah. All right, live lectures with question and Q&A. live lecture. I actually prefer the video lecture, the way I'm doing it. I think that's a better way of doing it. And the idea is that if king h1, then I hit your pawn, sir. And I mean, I can probably take the exchange, but I kind of like this check, and then queen g3, right? This looks like mate. All right, so be very careful about your pawn structures. Yeah, those potential targets. Yeah, the thing is, like, you can stop if this long video, right? You can stop, take a break, get some coffee, you know, take a walk, and it also gives me time to prepare, right? And of course, it also allows people to leave comments after the lecture, right? You can leave comments and ask me some questions with regards to the lecture, and or something, ask for something else, right? Here I usually take this pawn, because if you don't take it, black just plays e6 and he's fine. So you have to take this and knight d4. I'm not sure about this knight d4, but I think it's one of the best moves. It's been a long time since I looked at this, and now just black is just worse. Black is just worse because after rook c8 I can play b4 and protect this pawn. And again, there was this game Untitled Tuesday, right? Just yesterday, I believe, where a guy played exactly this thing. And if when I play knight d4, you're supposed to take on c5, knight f5, e takes f5, c3, and that's what usually black do. Okay, very close to equal, very close, but I think white is slightly better. So if black plays bishop f5, I actually recommend this stuff. Okay. And now just grab this and play bishop a6. Grab this exchange. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine exchange. Or grab this pawn. Pawn on c6 is also very nice. Yeah, I kind of like this pawn. I like this pawn more. Yeah, because now I get this these pawns. All right, so so we see a lot of lines played here in London already, and again, with regards to my YouTube channel, if you just scroll down below my broadcast, there is the panel with the links to my YouTube channel, my Facebook, right? It's all there. You don't have to go far. Ooh, bishop g5. Okay. So d5, so d6. Oh yeah, there's... Right, I haven't seen bishop g5 in a long time. Wow. Bishop g5. Nice. I haven't seen this line in forever. Forever. I don't know about c5. I don't know about you, but I'm having a blast, right? In the words of Sin City main hero. So let's grab this bishop now. And let us hope that my pair of bishops is sufficient compensation for the trouble that is coming ahead. Yeah, probably c5 is a little bit too optimistic, yeah? Still waiting for Gata Instagram? You'll have to wait forever, man. I'm not doing Instagram. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I just don't think that's the channel for the dudes like me. No Instagram. So the question, what should I do with this knight? Knight e5 looks pretty obvious, but looks kind of fishy. How about knight b4? Knight b4 sort of put him on c7, a la Benoni. And yeah, of course the normal thing would play knight e5 or knight b8, knight d7. That would be normal. Oh, thank you for your donation. Thank you, much appreciated. Jessica Alba. Okay, I guess. Yeah, but that is like such a huge movie, right? Come on, there's like so many famous actors, many famous actors. I like the girls in the Sin City, remember? And there was this Japanese ninja girl. She was so cool. Remember, like little Keto, right? That can slice off your stuff. She sliced off that hand by throwing that shuriken, right? That poor policeman that was played by this incredible actor also. Yeah, it was this incredible movie. Are you planning to play US champs again? Devon Aoki. Oh, I see. You know that. You know their names, man. Cool. It's cool. So now looking pretty good. Yeah, white should have played what white should have done actually is to play knight h2 and followed by that f4 because you have this pawn on g3, right? So use that pawn as a support for your f4 break. And instead you wasted quite some time to do this stuff in the center, and black should be okay now. With regards to knight on d5, knight e6, d4 looks pretty nice. I can also take it maybe. No sweat it, and don't sweat it, yeah, because pair of bishops, pawn on d6 is so-so, but black should be okay. Black should be okay here, I believe. Oh, you take with the pawn, man. Oh, I thought you're gonna take with the rook. You know, keep my weakness fixed. So f5. Can you play e5? I don't really want to play f5 and then trade these bishops and this light squares madness, right? So let's play rook e8 for now. Bishop d7. All right, let's play rook e8 for now, and just conservative Benoni structure, and then go for a very quick b5. Very quick b5 some point. Well, whether this point will arrive, I don't know. I think bishop d7 immediately, actually, instead of rook f8. This is actually loss of time. Bishop d7 should have been played immediately, yeah. So he does play this. Let's attack this pawn. Let's hope we have time still to attack this pawn. And yeah, so okay, so the game starts here. The game now is started. Half started. So looking b5, c4. Who is going to be first? Oh, it's my move. All right, as I said, let's go b5. Rook c8. Push, 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 push those pawns. Real long time. Sorry, man, you're a long time, but I think black is okay here anyway. Cause this one monster of a pawn on c3, to be honest, right? Protected by this bishop, which means the rook is going to b2, and which means that basically this pawn is going to be here on b2, right? That's not a pawn anymore. That's more like a queen. Yeah, okay. Okay. Next. Can you move the picture so we can see your remaining time? Sure. There you go. All right. So it's London time again. Sure. Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Bechtev. Can you send me a challenge? Sure. Yeah, this is not a simul where there is limits. This is the chill evening for the people who are not chess.com addicted, who wants to enjoy the pleasures of London system. Yeah. And we're waiting for that queen e8 move, right? Which is everybody playing. And then, oh yeah, you can do this now. I forgot you can do this. Oh. Okay, let's play bishop h2 anyway. Yeah, because you don't have the e file yet under control. That means you don't have d5 yet. And I can just finish this. And this looks like Breyer, yeah. Breyer with the bishop on h2, which is kind of rare. Yeah, the bishop on h2 is not that great. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit it. But, you know, I still have my center, and I think white should be slightly better because of that center. I didn't realize it's 2:30 in the morning. So prepare those challenges. Queen c7 inaccurate. You're supposed to play bishop b7 to meet a4 with a6, right? Because now you cannot play a6 because of the pin, right? And if you take like this, then means you have really bad pawn structure, which means that I will play queen a5. It's important to put the piece here. That fixes the pawn on a7. And now the knight will go to c4 and hit this pawn on d6. And also rook a e1 is coming. So black is strategically in a very difficult situation, because black can never really capture this pawn. And of course knight c4, as I mentioned before. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces attacking this poor pawn on e5. 5 pieces, that's a lot of pieces, man. And this is goodbye Lenin, right? Sort of situation. g4 is coming. Yep. Yep. Not what you want to get, man. Yeah, so that's why you need to play bishop b7, a6, and then you sort of hold your ground in a slightly passive Breyer type of position. Okay. Boom, boom. Grabbing a lot of stuff. And grabbing this knight. Okay, only playing the London today. Oh, 10 minutes is too much. No. If you want to play me, you have to challenge me with a 3-1 maximum. Alright? 3-1 maximum. That is the maximum that I will play. I'm not going to play 10 minutes. I'm not going to even play a 5-minute game, man. Because I'm going to fall asleep. Yeah, exactly. True Smug, you're correct. You got me right, man. So. Oh. My god, I didn't see c5. What am I doing? Hey, inspiration, right? Let's play c3. Let's play c3. Why not? Yeah. Play inspiring chess. f6. My god, you're not ready for e5. Oh, g5. My god. So aggressive. I like it. Good job. Aggressive is nice sometimes. Just don't overdo it, right? All right, developments. Still, the principles apply. And we probably will want to trade this bishop at some point. Right now, though, we probably... Yeah, let's trade this bishop because he's covering a lot of important squares. And I'm really interested in this e4. Really want to play e4 because your opponent is on f6. So I believe that this should be good for me. Because I believe... I might be completely wrong, though. I might be completely wrong. Yeah, I probably am very wrong. But that's the fun part. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. Because now you're on your own. You have to figure out stuff, where to develop. You have some huge potential weaknesses, which means if black does not play correctly, he really risks to end up in a worse situation. And I don't want to give you stuff, so let's play queen e2. And let's grab this. Okay. Okay. So many things here that are not making sense. Alright, let's play it. I'm all for it. Let's go. I'm all for it. Tactical madness. I think white is winning though. Yeah, because I grab this thing and I have this check. And this looks pretty much the end of you. Because I have this check. And this check. My god, this looks really bad for you. Yeah, sorry. But this is really bad. Yeah, this looks really bad for black. My god, this is absolutely horrible position for black. Yeah. See what I mean when I say, you know, when you have a structure like this, it's dangerous because you gotta play really accurate. It's much easier to play this position with white, right? Because so many files, so many squares are open, and that's the trick. Almost, right? Almost. Thank you. That was a nice compliment, by the way. Zero wits. You have a loose D pawn. A loose D pawn. Sounds interesting, man. By the way, there's this very interesting E5 move here. Actually, analyzed a little bit and asked my wife if she wants to test this move. So she tested it. She was not happy. She was not happy, but she was brave enough to test it. Yeah. I didn't test it myself, obviously. Yeah. But hey, gotta love your support. So, anyway, h4. Wow. All right, h5, and then you're gonna go back. But dude, don't you just give me this pawn? d4, d5, c4, knight f6. I wonder if you play this opening as black, since you have chosen that nickname. My wife is the women's grandmaster, alright? Let's show some respect for my wife, because she is a women's grandmaster. She was a former world junior champion under 20. She is tough. She also killed me in some blitz games and private games we played, where I actually did not hold back. All right. It all depends on the kind of position she gets, because she is a fantastic attacker, but she really doesn't like those closed positions. Really doesn't like them. So queen c3. Fixing this pawn structure. Make sure white doesn't have this b4. Getting a pair of bishops. Sounds like a good trade, man. And ooh, strategically winning. All I have to do is to castle, play e4, open this bishop, and the game will play by itself like a child's smile, right? Also, rook on ace, there is this potential trick, right? And attacking that pawn on b2 as well. Which is why white should always try to prevent that a4 thing. Usually put the bishop on c2 or something like that. So queen e7. Not giving anything for nothing. In any case, the answer should be yes. You're a smart man. Alright, knight f3. Let's kick this knight. Right. Prevent any potential damage. Push those pawns. And we are ready for some action here. Bishop d4, castles, bishop d7. Dream position for black for sure. Okay, so we have a lot of followers. Thank you for following. At 1,000 subs, I have right now maybe 140 subs so far, which is a lot. I really appreciate guys, you know, helping me out. This tough time, right? It's tough times for everybody. Yeah. I have no idea how the 2650, 2600 LO guys are surviving. I have no idea. There are no tournaments, there are no open tournaments, there is nothing. And oof. Alright, I don't know, just trade stuff, yeah. Trade rooks. Extra piece will have its say eventually. Trade everything. Okay, JS, alright. Does like 99% of weaker champs hold lessons? I wouldn't call them weaker. I would call them lower rated. Probably you're correct. Alright, so we go on to Pierce, I guess, right? So this is Pierce. This is Pierce, knight of 6. How does white play here? Guess it's knight c3. Making me think, man. Forcing me to remember lines. You're so theoretical, my friend. Extremely theoretical. Don't remember any of these lines. Oh, we have subscription. Thank you guys for subscribing. Palf, Ramont, peanuts are for me. I love peanuts. I love peanuts, guys. Thank you for following. Thank you, Chennai Beast. Teaching, high days to teach. You're correct. And when playing the London, white play knight f3 instead of going straight into bishop f4. Well, maybe I want to have that bishop on g5, right? Sometimes I've been known to develop the bishop to g5. Oh, peanuts are for me. Gifted the subscription to Mikasa. Wow, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So, see what I did? I here took with the pawn on d3. Sometimes you can do that. Sometimes you can do that, not always, but sometimes. And the question is, should I play a5 or b4 here? Trying to get this good structure going. So let's play bishop e3 for now. Wow, that is so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. V sign. Definitely V sign. And just a reminder for my subscribers, since now you so all generously were subscribed by Mr. Peanuts Are For Me. And we have a subscriber only simul this Friday, which means it's basically, it's Thursday morning for me here. So basically very soon, right? So you guys will have a subscriber simul on Friday. And bring your best A game. Bring it, because we're gonna test all your knowledge on all that London systems, because I will play London system against you. I will also play Hippo, so brush up on those Hippo skills. And we'll see you guys. Simul on LiChess, yes. I do the subscriber simuls on once every 2 weeks. And last one was 2 weeks ago. So Friday around 9-10 p.m. Moscow time. That's when the fun happens. So let's see. Okay, I cannot play knight d2 immediately because of f5. And do you really want to play f5? Yeah, I guess you do. I guess you do. I guess you do want to play this move. Because if I really want to play knight d2, knight c4, of course, but then f5, and then Oh, wait a minute, I'm blind. Of course I can play this. For some reason I thought that if you play f5, I play f3, after f4 my bishop is trapped, but then of course bishop goes to f2. That's just a case of a blind spot. It's London simul, it's Hippo simul, it's probably some Grob. Yeah, some lucky ones of you, I'll play Grob for sure. What's your opinion on LiChess versus chess.com? Completely two different chess servers, completely different levels of, I would say, interaction, right? LiChess is a lot more friendly, I love LiChess. It's like internet chess club back in the 90s. A very, very friendly atmosphere. You have Magnus Carlsen playing on LiChess, right? He doesn't play on chess.com for sure. And I really like it here. Yep. Say thank you to your benefactor. Bad Habit Marco. Oh my god, long time no see, dude. Long time. Wow. Are you here on LiChess? Anyone have good resources for learning the Benoni? Benoni. Benoni is complicated, right? So knight g3, is that a thing? I don't know. So I'm gonna check on your ability to attack me here. I think I should have enough defensive resources. Grab the pawn. You know me. Queen a4, rook a1, b6. Yeah, this is definitely not good for black. Yeah. Everything is falling. And yeah. Famous frinking. Is that like an Irish version of fricking? Yeah, yeah, but I don't know why he likes bullets suddenly. He really goes into bullets. I think he just has this some sort of, you know, ego thing, I guess, to try to prove that he is not slower than these younger kids like Firuza, like Parham, right? You know, when I was like in my 30s, I too had this feeling I had to prove that I'm not worse than anybody there is, so I was ready to play anything. Bullets, blitz, anything. And then, you know, very competitive, right? So I guess he is approaching his midlife crisis or something. Alright, so there's this knight d2 move here. There is the c3 thing, but c3 knight h5, right? So, yeah, this was pretty tricky. Tricky line, actually. Tricky line. Yeah, because white also plays this line sometimes, right? You guys know it. In the reversed, this like in Slav, he delays playing d4, so he plays e3 and all that jazz, right? But if you play this move, then you should be ready for bishop d6, I guess, right? I mean, that's kind of a nice bishop there, right? Or, in the words of the T-1000 Terminator in the Terminator 2 The Judgment Day, say, that's a nice square, right? That's a nice square. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Thinking about that. So the reason I play h3 is because I can grab this knight, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. Right, I was preparing for rook e8 and knight f5, but you are rushing, my friend. You are rushing. You need to learn patience. You need to learn patience, and then you will not blunder stuff like that. Right? So patience, my friend. This you need to learn, because you're trying to make you try to make several moves at the same time, right? It doesn't work like that. You gotta be patient. I know that you're looking at that already, rook e8 already played, and then you play queen b6 and attacking stuff, but you have to play rook e8 first. Yeah, it's there is sometimes such a thing as like, you know, your hands click faster than your brain, or your brain goes faster than your hands click, right? So there is such a thing, and there is this famous effect. Yeah. Your game against Mamedov is one of your favorite. I'm happy that you found that game to be of value. Yeah, I'm very surprised that game turned out to be, you know, so popular. I mean, I made some mistakes in that game. I actually annotated that game. I think I did annotate this game, but I'm not sure if I did for my selected selected games volume. Should be in volume 2. If it's not, then it probably will be in volume 3 for sure. I'll have to check. Yeah, the Grandmasters usually don't give up pieces for nothing, so be very careful when the Grandmaster sacrifices your stuff. Alright, New London video was Beastly. Oh, Dukis! You checked it out, man. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, the volume 3 book is... I'm supposed to start working on it, but I just don't have energy or desire to do it right now, so I'm gathering my strength to do it. And the publisher asked me for volume 3, so he even paid me in advance for that book. So I feel like I have to uphold my part of the bargain, right? And I have to start working on it. Okay, Arash Persian. So this should be better for white, because compared to the lines with the pawn on c3, then white knight goes to the d2 b3 maneuver, right? Here we have this here. I don't know. Is knight g4 thing? Could be the thing. Could be the thing, right? So maybe I was too optimistic here. Yeah, probably too optimistic. So black is doing fine, actually. Yeah, black is doing absolutely fine. Yep. All right. So I gotta backtrack. I gotta go and I guess look for ways to find some advantage. We are in the endgame, though, right? Remember Doctor Strange telling Iron Man, we are in the endgame now. You know what that means? That means we are in the endgame. Although this is kind of like a middle game, right? Because you have so many pieces on board still. So technically this is a middle game. 2 a.m. here in Budapest. Have a nice stream. Thank you, Mr. Hungry. It's French tempo down for whites. Really? Oh yeah, you're right. Of course, I took on c5 and he took on c5. So yeah, I misplayed it. So probably I should have not taken on d5 then, right? So knight c3 maybe. I'm pretty sure the computer will point out the correct move order for white. But of course, if black plays c5, you can actually play c4, and that's sort of transposition to the Queen's Gambit or Tarish or something, right? That's probably the most correct way to play that position. Okay, thank you for the pair of bishops. And of course you play f3, you take away these squares, you bring your king to f2, make a Luft. And this is very tough endgame now for black. This is now going to be very tough endgame because you allowed me way too much, man. Of course, not so simple to play this, but why don't we try, yeah? Why don't we try? So, ooh, you even allow me this. My God, I feel like I feel like Christmas is early. I have so many nice gifts from my opponents. Who doesn't care about his structure? Who doesn't care about his bishop? My God, it's really Christmas time. So let's do the check. So what I need to do here is I need to figure out a way how to use all this to my advantage, which surprisingly is still not that simple, right? So let's play rook f4. King has to go to g7, I guess. The question, should I put this pawn on h4 or not, right? That's kind of an important question. Let's play rook d1 for now. I have an idea, but I'm not sure if this is gonna work, so let's keep it hush-hush for now. And the idea is to play rook d4. And he wants to play bishop b5, probably, yeah. All right, a4. Prevent that bishop b5 idea. Let us prevent that from happening. Still not easy, yeah? Not easy. So maybe I should have kept my pair of bishops. And of course I give a check. And attack this pawn. Actually, let's attack this pawn. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, fine, attack this pawn. Check. Check, my god. Oof. I missed so many ways to probably win this earlier. Yeah. First, oh my god, the analysis is huge. Yes, this game is not intended for the light read. Yes, it is not intended. I apologize for that, but I hope that the structures, the ideas, the plans are instructive, because I'm trying to provide not just the opening overview, not just the middle game overview, but the transition of how you should actually approach the chess game. The overall thing, right? Okay. Yeah, usually, you know what I do when I play against Hippo myself? I just play Raul Lopez. This knight goes to g3. And basically, it's we're playing Raul Lopez, the Spanish game. Okay, a4. Bishop d2. h3. At some point, black will start to make mistakes. Or give me squares. And bishop f4. Sort of provoking black into playing g5, which will be a weakness, of course. And in this case, let's provoke that king h7. And black is correct. He's actually playing well. He's trying to go for this e5, I guess. I don't know, rook c1 for now. Oh, wait, what does he want to do? Can I play e5 here myself? This is interesting. All right, let's check this out. I'm curious about this pawn structure. Knight e5. D takes e5 or bishop takes. All right, let's take with the bishop. And pawn takes. What is this pawn structure? Queen e2. That should be better for white, because after all, that king is kind of not solid, right? Not solid. Should be slightly better for white, I think, overall. So let's just trade this bishop, because once we trade the bishop, these holes will become more apparent. You need knight in this position, so that's why you don't play knight e4. You need to trade the bishops, and then you can put this thing there, right? So knight h5 looks pretty badass, so let's play that. This looks pretty badass, right? Now you see what I'm talking about? See the squares, see this king. So I'm preparing potentially lethal stuff. And that has been translated into weakness. Or, oof, mistake. I blundered queen f7, of course. Of course I blundered this move. My god. Yeah. Yeah, probably should have just played queen e5 or something. So at least we get my queen here. We play queen f5, makes sense. Queen e2, knight f4, don't like that, so let's play queen e4. You want to trade, you gotta do it on my terms, right? Not on your terms, sir. If you want to trade, you do it on my terms. This is smart. This is actually smart. Alright, knight f3. Yeah, a lot of knight movements, yeah. A lot of knight movements. Yeah, looks like black is okay, yeah. I misplayed it. I misplayed this part. But still the questions remain. How are you going to recapture? Because if you take with the pawn, then there is just a g3 thing, right? You have to be aware of that, and then you have to play this, and then rook e6, of course, and this whole 6 is now under huge trouble, right? And there's also check coming, potentially. So I'm gonna grab this pawn, f4, makes sense, g4 probably, king g3, this is just winning. This is winning, guys. h1, check, check. Then this pawn falls, and it's basically game over, yeah. Oh, you want to play this? All right. Yeah. So So you know, even the end games is still what? Chess engine user well fought. Oh, I played you, guy. Yeah, I didn't realize I played you. Do I see the history of chat? All right. Knight h5 also challenged before. I wonder what I'm doing. 3+2 filtered out for being too long. Yeah, 3+2 is too much. Yeah, I see what he's saying. All right, I'm gonna play 3+0s. Yes, please 3+0 or 3+1 if you insist. All right, because I'm trying to play a lot of people here. Let's not call people cheaters. I understand it's very tempting, it's very popular, it's modern, that's what I used to do. But I have now switched to a more legally correct term, suspicious character. So that's what we're gonna use in this channel. If you want to use accusations, if you must, then please switch to suspicious character mode. Oh yeah, we have this. I haven't seen this in ages. There was this Canadian kid, very talented. Some Pruta or Pru something. My god, he played this line against me. Yeah, Pre-O2, right? That's his name. Yeah, that kid played this against me. But not like this. If you want to play like this, then you should play bishop e2, knight c6, knight c6, bishop e3, f e3, and queen d4. That's the main line, okay? Not knight e2, but bishop e2. Because this is not supposed to be good for you, man. Because now I take with the pawn. Because I hit this pawn on e3, you have to play queen d2, and I have time to play e5, which effectively blocks everything and leaves you with a really bad structure. Okay, so that's the reason why white actually plays that instead. Okay, knight g3 makes sense. Not bad. I like this move. Let's play bishop e6. And now I'm thinking probably knight f6 anyway, yeah. I mean, the knight does belong here, and the idea is that black can just play knight d7. And then I want to play g6, and with my knight on d7, I'm kind of all set. g6 I really don't want to play here, but can I just take this guy? Ooh, you play like this. Then I play knight f6 back. Knight f6 back. Yeah, because I get this nice combination of knight and queen versus, and I get the file, right? So that's kind of huge thing. Knight e5 is coming, so you gotta be prepared. What did I say? Knight d5 is coming. Whether you want it or not, the war is upon you. The famous words by the Ranger. Alright. I can probably take this pawn. Rook d5, queen g3, rook d8, queen e5. Tactics work out alright. We need suspicious character emotes. Hey, cat thrower, I like your idea. I like your thinking. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. And then some kind of my face goes like that, yeah? It's like, suspicious character. Alright. Sounds like a plan, man. Look at this knight on d4. And e3. Look at these squares. My god. White is paralyzed now. Completely paralyzed. My god. This is a dream position. A free walk in the park for black king. Yeah, total paralysis. Thank you for pushing my pawns forward. Yep. Just push them forwards. King walks. The wind blows. The water flows. Oh, yeah, the water flows, the wind blows, the fire burns. The fifth element, quotes. Alright, king e1, if you insist. King d2. We are fighting until the very end, right? Yeah. Sorry, man. My opponent playing this, I have resent my challenge for Synapse. Yes, please. Suspicious character. Yes. So, your Synapse, right? Alright, so let's do Synapse. Guys, I'm putting him in front because he redid his challenge. He challenged earlier. Oh, the good old knight c3. Alright. Yeah, then we play this. I guess we're gonna go and play this line then. Yeah, this is a very solid line for white. This is what Naroditsky does, right? Yeah, he's been playing this against me all the time. Yeah, basically we just been drawing games like this. Yeah. And I just want to... I was playing bishop d6, same thing, right? Just exchanging stuff. Yeah, so this is very equal. Yeah. Not a bad line to draw a Grandmaster. Not a bad line, I agree. Not a bad line. You got this pawn chain, which is pretty good in case you get 4 versus 3 in the rook endgame, right? That pawn on h5 is supposedly winning for the side which has this, if you manage to pull it off. All right. We're finally getting some action here. The knight takes, and the queen goes, right? Ooh, but I'm blundering. Oh, this is such a bad blunder. Yeah, this is a terrible blunder. Alright, thank you for not punishing me for my blunder. Knight c3 followed by knight d6, knight f7, of course, right? You all saw it, I know it, right? Knight c3 and knight d6. Yeah. Or c4, for that matter. Oh, now you're playing it. Yeah, you don't have to trust Grandmaster. You have to, you know, Grandmasters blunder. They do. So don't trust them. But now I'm okay. In fact, now I'm more than okay because I have this knight on my target. Ooh. Yep. All right. Extra piece works for me. Now this is like Caro-Kann. Caro-Kann. Grab the pawn. Grab the pawn. More pawns are coming. Alright. Not bad. But you missed this, right? You missed knight c3 and then knight d6, knight f7 and you were winning. Suspicious counter blunder. Okay. Dukis, you are a character. Man. You get nervous. Yeah, I believe you. Yeah. Oh, we have Naka emotes in the channel. Wow. Naka emotes. E4. Simple move. Which invites the old reflex, which is Sicilian Khan. So basically I was playing Khan and London today, right? So far. Alright, let's see what this IM knows against this bishop g7 line. Okay, so there is this line, that's correct. And what do I play here? Oh, this has been played against me by this kid, right? I forgot what this kid name was. I think his name was Ostrovsky or something. He played this against me. I'm not sure if d5 in this particular situation is correct, but we'll find out, right? Soon enough. But there's also, you know, guys, if you want to check out this amazing game that Oparin, this Russian kid, he prepared for this line, and he played a beautiful game against me in the European Club Cup in, I think, 2016. That was a bloody amazing preparation, and he kicked my ass, to be honest. Yeah, he won that game. So if you want to check that game, the absolutely gorgeous game, that's a fantastic piece of preparation. That is the game that I can recommend to you guys. So, I gotta take probably. Yeah. Definitely not what I wanted to get out of the opening. So maybe taking on d5. What did I do? I took somewhere. Took on e4, yeah? Too early maybe, yeah? I don't know. Well, let's keep playing, because that's the only way to find out. Oh, you want to take? Alright. And if I go back, I can go back, right? Rooks can go back, and pigs can fly. So bishop e6 is a draw, but obviously you want more, right? You realize that you are better, but the question is, but probably not here. Yeah, this looks like a draw, very much. All right. Yeah, it's Oparin was playing white. All right. Oparin was playing white and he killed me. Absolutely gorgeous. He used this plan with the long castle. And that was an amazing game. Sure. Yeah, but this is a fun game, right? This is where you can just play anything you want and test your lines, right? Just like Mason did. He was much better, but I think he should have played knight d5 instead of going for the queen exchange. Why are the first two videos in your YouTube openings playlist listed as privates? Really? All right, I'll check it out after this game. No, White was not bad in the final position, but he was definitely doing well. Queen b6, I just did a lecture on this, but with the pawn on e6 now, right? Not pawn on d5. Whoa. Anyway, you can just play knight e2 anyway. Doesn't matter. Because this is like Sicilian poison pawn variation. Black can't take this pawn, but he will be suffering. And he has to play incredibly accurately. In video is better for white. With pawn on d5, knight c3. I did. Okay, then that's what you should do. That's what you should do then. Oh yeah, you're right. Knight c3, correct. Forgetting my own analysis. I'm very tired. Yeah, see, now I have it on my video. Now I can check it and I say, hey. And I can tell myself, hey, you have a video on this line. Go look it up. Don't be lazy, right? Perfect. Oh my god, you're blundering rook c8, just like in my video I mentioned, right? This rook c8 is coming. Boom. Right. With pawn on d5, right. Dukis, you have extremely good memory. Very good. Мы с вами. Спасибо, что вы с вами, мистер FM Красиков. Yeah, so queen b6. Okay, but I will have to cover this queen b6 line with queen b2 and then what everybody is playing, right? That queen takes b2, then queen c3 line. All right, so let me quickly go into this YouTube stuff. Where do I have my videos as privates? Let me see. Openings playlists. Openings. View full playlists. All right, so welcome everyone to the introduction to Kamsky's London system. And before we, I have a lot of videos. I'm not sure which one are you talking about. You updated your challenge. Ask for a second opinion. Second opinion. All right, who updated his challenge? Hold on a second. You updated your challenge, interactive chess. Okay, since you updated your challenge, then you're in front of the line. Excuse everybody, he was updating his challenge, so he's in front. All right, so I guess it's another. Okay, so somebody's testing this e6 b6 stuff, right? And I was talking about it earlier. Oh yeah, I still haven't done the lecture on this one, but I will do it. All right, so the point was you delay this pawn development, right? Because here you play h3 to prevent knight h5. One of the best games that I will orient my lecture on this line is against also in that European Club Cup 2016. I had this nice game. It covered in the Sedlak book. And I also played I played this game, very nice game against the last round of US Championship. I had to win, I won in a hugely important game. And there was this plan with a5, getting b5, c4, right? But he was smart. He didn't let me play that. So Friedel, right? Friedel and yeah, they were deleted. This is also the reason why you need this pawn on c2, that black doesn't have e5 and then your bishop is protected here, okay? So this is kind of important. But if black plays like this, then you can just play e4 and grab the center. Yeah. I realize, you know, that white is getting all these tempos mixed up, right? He spent two tempos to play e4, but then not everybody with black kind of likes to play this Philidor sort of setup, right? And you do get center, which is nice always. And rook e1. Again, we are getting the Spanish structure. You get nice center, small advantage for whites. I do not guarantee you this huge advantage. I never talk about like huge advantage for white, right? I never talk about stuff like that. However, if you play like this, you should be aware of this e5 possibility here at some point. So let us try to play e5 and punish black for playing rook e8 and without playing e5. Because it's like, again, like in Philidor and in Peters, if white manages to get this e5 in, he opens his bishop and he gets more space, and that's good for you, right? All right, do you recommend the Sedlak book for London? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the only book that I have liked so far on the London system. And he does provide a lot of my games there, which is, you know, a good big plus for him, right? Nice. And of course, yeah, he does it in a very methodical way, different types of structures, systems, lines. Then we just go back. And the idea was that, yeah, where to put this knight on f6, right? If he goes to d5, he is gonna close the bishop, he's closed the d file. But if he goes to h5, then there is this g4 thing, right, coming. So bishop h2, g4 thing is possible. And then just queen e2, rook d1, and so what did I just say about this g4 thing? Did I just grab your knight, right? Although rook e3 looks very nice as well, but I don't know. Let's see. What about this g4 thing, right? Let's see this. Let's see this. I want to see how he protects against this. And I wanted to play maybe queen e2. Because if I, what happens if I just take it? Can I just take it and then knight f3? Looks good for him. Boom! Boom! That h5 pawn. Tricky pawn, yeah? Sneaky pawn. Waiting for your queen to arrive on g6. That sneaky pawn on h5, yeah? Oh, thank you, Dre. Thank you for subscribing. Would you ever consider doing a London course for Chess Able? No. The Chess Able guys are related to Chess 24. I want to do nothing with them. Absolutely nothing. Nada. Alright, and Mr. Dukis is now going to show us his prep for the London system. Alright, Mr. Dukis. Your opening theoretical knowledge was always impressive. I kept getting into bad position against you, yeah? So dc5. See, he goes into this line. He goes into this line. And, however, this line, I don't know. What happens if I play like this? I always talked about this line in my Title Tuesday games, right? But I never actually played it. So let's try it out and see how this works. And c4. Probably black is okay here, probably. But let's check it out anyway. Let's check it out anyway. So, this move and then... Okay. Questions. How should I play here? Alright, if I play knight b3, you give me a check. I play knight d2. Ah, I don't have a threat. No, but this is mistake, right? Because of knight d4. Yeah, you should have just castled, right? Because I don't have a threat of taking on d5. My bishop is hanging, right? But now you give me knight e4. Now I have everything, right? I know, I'm sneaky, but... and black is lost. Just because of that one mistake, right? Really? You think they'll be upset? Well, they should have thought about that before upsetting me. Right. Alright, so castles. Knight d4 back. f5. I don't know. I don't know. Everything looks pretty good. Knight b4 looks good. Then f5. So knight d4 probably has to be played. And then knight g5, right? So I can bring this knight to f3. Yeah, but probably black has compensation now, yeah. Probably black has compensation. Yeah, I'm kind of lagged behind in the development. And you're getting a lot of pawns. Yeah, definitely misplayed this white. a6. Tukis, you could have played a6, bishop c4, queen c3 check, forcing me to play bishop a4, b5, right? Because right now I can just play rook a1. You missed a6 and b5. I thought that was more unpleasant, because now after bishop c4, I grab the c4 pawn and I'm just better. But with that a6, because of that queen c3 check, it would be good. So that's... Alright, I'll grab this pawn. Yeah, the mistakes never come alone. The famous saying, right? The mistakes, they never come alone. Usually go together, hand in hand. Singing Kumbaya. Who's more solid, Burev or Drev? Okay, I think the question should be rephrased into who is more solid, Geary or Ulf Anderson? I don't know. Tough question. You want white next? GG. Yeah, that was not bad. Chess is chess. Why are you mad at chess 24? Well, if anybody knows the whole FFL thing, how it all started, and how the everything else going on related to that question, and just generally the attitudes, you know, the attitude is the biggest problem. Because I was willing to negotiate, I was willing to get into talks, yeah, but the complete silence, the complete bullshit, the complete stuff with the legal agreements being shoved down my throat, you know, it's telling me to sign this stuff, the strong arm approach, like I'm so needy, I'm gonna grab the little things they're gonna give me at the cost of my self-respect. You know, the thing is, I do have education. I'm very fortunate I have legal education. So I have a little bit of understanding of all that stuff. And that's okay. You know, again, this is just personal stuff. All right, so we see this guy is not playing. So we're going to skip you, Mr. Stubby. And we're going to continue our... You recommend that g6 line? Okay, I haven't looked at this line in ages, guys, right? So why am I playing with whites? I'll have to check my settings, right? Another London system. My god. Are you gonna play this line too? Dukis, you got followers, man. Dukis, you got real followers. Well, I see that's the whole thing. I don't think I can actually start the merge with the FFL. I don't think I can do that. I mean, they can theoretically sue me because, and I don't want to go into all that legal stuff. Right, bishop g7, okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here? Big question, big question. Big questions require big answers. Because I don't want to castle and allow him to have the free walk in the park. Because knight b3, knight e4, right? I just played bishop b5, c4 against Dukis, but it might not be the best idea. Although it was a very interesting line though, right? It was a very interesting line. What about 95? Is there such a move? Is there such a move? There should be something like that in the works. Yeah, but okay, one thing is fine, is Ben selling it, and another thing is me. Because I think there's a mutual dislike between those chess 24 guys and me. So it goes both ways, yeah. So the reason I want to check this out, because now I'm very curious about this rook b3. And can I do this? I don't know. But this looks extremely interesting to me, right? And then just take it. And the reason I put the rook on b3, which is going to become really apparent in a minute, is that maybe I rushed. Yeah, maybe I should have played queen b1 first. So I want to play queen b1 and get that thing with the rook b8 going. Is it playable? I don't know. Doesn't look right though, yeah. Queen b1 has knight d7. Oh, I do have bishop b5 then, right? So, okay, so maybe it's still playable. I didn't see the bishop b5. I saw knight d7, but I didn't see bishop e5, because after bishop e5, then it's definitely playable. Whoa, bishop e5. Good evening, Kilimanjaro. Why did you move to Russia? Why did I move to Russia? Because I have a gorgeous Russian wife. Isn't that good enough reason to go to Russia? I'd like to think it is. Am I not allowed to move to Russia? Am I being held prisoner? So this is bloody mess. Yeah, this is a huge mess here. To practice law in Russia? No, I practice nothing, nowhere, because I can't practice anything. Ooh, fighting chess. We see fighting chess. Everybody was kung fu fighting. What is this line? What is this position, guys? This is crazy, yeah? This is absolutely nuts. Who is better? My god, I have no idea. I mean, I can sacrifice this thing here by playing short castle. Probably that's what should I do, yeah? Or I can play c3, which is also very interesting. c3, but then he takes, queen a2, king d3, queen c4, queen a2. That looks like a bloody draw to me. So let's castle. Just play rook d1. And play this stuff. And grab the pawn and go for this attack. This attack should be devastating. Oh, I'm blundering. Oh, but you blundered too. Bishop g5. You cannot have bishop e7, man. Boom! Kaboom, baby. Tricky, tactical. See? This is a very fun line, I admit it. We're teaching our anti-London systems. Yes, you are. You're welcome. Yeah, so this is a lot of fun. Simul Friday is open to subscribers only. Yes. Yes, you guys are teaching me this London system. Yeah, so you guys are not gonna improve, I know. You're gonna analyze and now improve, and now you're gonna play it against me again, yeah? Alright, so you have time to analyze with your computer before the next game, which is gonna be probably another 20 minutes or so, yeah? Or Duke is gonna challenge me and play this. Alright, let's play c5 immediately without this nonsense. And now actually, you know what I want to do? I want to test the next move. It's pretty popular idea now to play d5. I think this might actually work. This should be fun. Is Twitch Gata's new second? You were winning with that a6. Yeah, but I was pretty sure I was better after 94. Just not sure how I was winning, but I'm pretty sure I was winning there too. But I'm not sure how. Always, yeah? Always a dilemma. Oh, equal. Oh, I see, really? Oh. Wow. Okay. I believe you, man. I believe you. Alright. Yeah, this is pretty sharp stuff. Sharp stuff, yeah. I have to check it again. Because last time I checked it was like 2 years ago. Black had enough defensive resources, and yeah, black could hold the equality, but I always felt that, you know, it's more difficult to play with black, that position. So what is this? Queen b3. What is going on here? Knight d4, knight d4, bishop d4, rook d1 maybe? Probably not. Knight d5, probably not. So what is your idea if I play knight d4? Just grab the pawn. You want whites. That's fair enough, man. You want whites. Fair enough. Alright, let Dukas play. Is he here? He is here. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. And, oh, we also have Andre right after you. So, unfortunately, can't choose the color. Dukas, can you manually change the color? Can you do that? Because then you get white for sure, right? If you challenge me with the white color, then I simply accept it. 6 pawns attack is waiting, my god. I haven't looked at that game yet. Oh, you guys are killing me. Okay. 6 pawns attack. You better believe it. You better believe it. 6 pawns attack is the massacre, man. Yeah, that was one badass attack. That was one prep. Dukas, you play the systems in over-the-board tournaments? You click the white king. Oh, awesome. Alright. So I guess you do play this as over the board, yeah? This stuff. Yeah, because you definitely managed to surprise me there with your opening repertoire. Alright, so this queen goes to c7. Let's avoid the... with Katronius. Aha. Yeah, Katronius is a good GM. And he's also pretty well prepared theoretically. Yeah, so that's a feat. That is a feat. Double entendres. What does entendres means? Can you tell me? Curious minds want to know. Let's play g5 and queen c8. So we give you this pawn on d5, but we get rid of your massive attacking potential. And because I'm still having extra pawn, you should not have taken this pawn, because you have just exchanged everything that you could have hoped for a draw with in this game, right? So let's trade the queens as well. You do have a check, but if you do that, then I get the line, which is good stuff for me. All right, this works as well. 94. And we're getting these pawns on the light squares. With the winning endgame for the black. Extra pawn, man. Extra pawn, extra 2 pawns. Bishop d4 was a must. And we have a lot of pawns now. A lot of pawns. Winning game. Knight f4 is the third pawn. My god, I know I can win simply, but when I see pawn hanging, it's like a huge bull sign next to me, right? It's like, can't help it, but I need to grab this pawn. Yeah, someday I'll probably be punished for all this pawn grabbing, but not today. Not today, right? That was this game. One of my favorites again. You guys probably know it already. I talked so much about it. The Star Trek Armada, the first one. And remember when there was this, when you're playing Romulans, right? And then there's a cutscene. And the Borg is saying, give up this particle and blah, 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 you get assimilated. And then the Romulans say, no, I'm not studying. Yeah, I'm too lazy to study these days. Just streaming, playing you guys, and trying to figure out during the game how to counter your prep. That's all I'm doing. Ooh, g4. Grab the bishop. Alright, and so in that game, the Romans say, not today, no, you will not assimilate us, not today. So, I will be punished for that pawn grabbing, but not today. h3. You're trying to be a grandmaster. You're planning to pull that grandmaster h3 move on me? There was no knight h5 threat, there was no need to play h3. But okay. You want to be a grandmaster, feel like a grandmaster, then you play h3. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a grandmaster move, guys. 6 pawns attack, a solid opening. You better ask Dukis. He is the expert on this line. I have no idea. When I faced his attack, I was very impressed. That's honest, I was very impressed. Yeah, because this guy, he has his lines against the kid, right? Knight a4, double rook on the c-file. Wow. Look at all this work by white. Okay. Good job. So you got all this stuff here. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? You got it, man. But now what? I have no weaknesses. You cannot play b4, at least not yet. And whenever you play rook c3, b3, bishop e5, I don't have to take this bishop, so I'm gonna just stay cool. I'll play g5. I'll play around your bishop, man. I'll grab this pawn and give you a check. And we're gonna hang out together and sing happy songs, right? Then I'm gonna try to put this bishop where it hurts. And if you do that, then I play rook g3. Maybe I don't. Yeah. I thought this might be interesting, but... Oh, but you allow rook f1. You should not have allowed rook f1. Oh, actually rook f2 check, yeah. But I like rook f1. My rook is now kind of very active. And this bishop on e5 is unclear. What is he doing there? Well, that is the answer to the question that I just posed, but it doesn't answer the general question. And now we have a bad pawn structure for white, good pawn structure for me. Again, Gollum speaking to himself. Then we're gonna grab the precious for me. And he says for us, right? For us. A pawn. That's a pawn. And ooh, f4, f3 looks pretty good. Bishop e3, maybe. Not so happy. About check, maybe, yeah. Grab this pawn, also works. Works as well. Not solid, reckless. You like the 5 knights attack? Did you just come up with that thing? You don't have 5 knights in the beginning. You have 4 knights opening. I never heard of 5 knights. Is that the one that you come out of your sleeve like you're a professional card player or something? Where's this 5 card guy, dude? He should tell us more about this trick of the sleeve, yeah? Alright, I'm gonna push this pawn. Pretty happy with this pawn queening. And we're inching closer to this 5 knight attack by Mr. 6 pawn attack by Mr. Dukis. How many games until Dukis rematch? Dukis, you're a star. You're a star. Your home prep. Have you coached women before? Yes, I actually had one incredible student. Her name was Chi Yu. She was playing for the Canadian team, right? Very, very talented girl. Very talented. But then she had to make a choice between going to college and pursuing chess full time. And yeah, but I hear she's still playing some chess, making some chess leagues in college. Very nice. Very active approach by Chiyu. Yeah. So we had some training sessions, so I have to thank her for those actually. They helped me survive the first difficult time that I moved to Russia because I had absolutely no resources. And I hope she found those lessons useful. All right, so knight d4, you gotta do this, right? When you see it, you gotta do this. Yeah, that one, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we actually played a game once on the classical over the board game. And yeah, she did really well. I managed to trick her somehow, but Oof, boy, that was a struggle. Alright, so let's test c5. Usually in such structure you play c5. If you can, because you get a lot of tempos here. A lot of tempos here. I think you should have taken f6 because I'm gonna get this bishop anyway. But I'm gonna get it in a superior version now. Because you get a lot of things hanging. Like bishop d4. See, you're allowing me too much, man. And you cannot castle because of queen h4 and you lose. But this just drops the rook, right? So, not bad opening. Bishop f4 usually is not played in King's Indian. Usually it's bishop g5 or bishop e3. And, ooh, extra queen. Cool. Alright. I think I can win this game with an extra queen. But if you want to play, we can play. But extra queen is usually enough to resign. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nah. I'm not forcing you to resign, man, but just, yeah. You should give up the rook instead of queen, but still. Study both colors from the white perspective. Micromegas, I'm not sure if that statement is correct. Guys, don't do the peer pressure. He knows he is lost. No, he is here. He is with us. He is actually typing in the channel. He says, sorry. Alright, man. And it is Dookie's time. Let's do this. So, I'm gonna play my Grandmaster opening against Dookie's because he is so cool. So I'm gonna switch and force him to prepare this Slav. And he comes really well prepared against Slav. Wow. Wow, Dookie's. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, there is this knight f6, bishop f6 line. My god. Oh my god. Okay, there is this line, that's true. There are lines like that. Oof. However, I'm just curious. Can I be a curious cat? Let's play this. I'll be a curious cat and I want to play this. Queen b3. Knight c6. I don't think queen b3 is correct. I don't think it is correct. It may be, but I don't know. It looks kind of weird. Well, so if I play... Oh, bishop b1 looks interesting, yeah. I actually wanted to play g5, bishop g3 e6, but then I see after g5 you have queen b7 maybe. It's kind of strange move. I don't know. A lot of moves looks pretty interesting. Alright, let's just play queen d7. Let's just develop. Let's play like a grandmaster. Solid chess. Finish your development. 97. Yeah, that's the advantage of having the knight on g8, because you can develop the knight to e7. And knight a5 looks okay. Ooh. Alright. Grab. Rook c8. 95, probably correct. Then queen d8. And we have to kick this knight out. And knight c4. Knight is going to d6. Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting. Mr. Douglas, you're playing very interesting chess. Gotta admit that. Interesting chess. I do think that I equalized, and I'm already thinking of the ways how I can regain my initiative here and or take over the initiative, because I think that I think the black is slightly better in this position, but I do not want to I do not want to be wrong. I think black is better here. So this bishop, where is he gonna go? Okay, I'm low on time, but queen c3, queen c7, I guess. All right, 98. Let's check it out. I mean, this is probably not the best move for me. Probably not the best, but I'm very curious. This definitely looks okay for me. Well, we have to play knight b4, right? I mean, there is no bishop b7. What else can you do? So you have to play this. I take. Rook c8 has to be played. And then we enter this position. What is this mess? What is this mess? I have no idea. So let's play queen c8, forcing the trade, maybe. And the knight goes to d6. Make sure I cover the square. Oh, but I don't cover the square. Oh, but you help me. All right. Well, that's the pawn. And that's a knight. Well, not bad. But Friday is the simul. Yes, Friday is the simul. Yeah, I think I was okay throughout the whole game. When I played queen c8, actually, you could have played queen c7 immediately, yeah? No, he was doing okay. White was doing okay, but hi guys, hi Abraham. Yeah, Dukes was doing okay, actually. Probably White didn't have any advantage, but you were not worse. At least not by much. Andre. Alright. Yeah, well played, man. Well played. So you you have everything prepared for all occasion, right? The master of disaster for all openings. Bishop g5. Yeah, well, bishop g5 is like Trompovsky, yeah? Basic Trompovsky idea. It's just you include the pawn trade on the C file. So I understand. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure this was played way before Grishuk did. Way before Grishuk was even born. Let's be honest, right? A lot of stuff like that's been played way before we were born. Alright, so we have this 95. And Andre is practicing the structure. He's been doing this over and over again. My god. Andre, this structure sucks, man. Why do you play this? It just sucks. It's really not good. C5. Look at my knight on e4. Black is better. Don't play this opening, man. Why do you insist on playing this? I don't understand. Play something normal and play for an advantage with white. Then you can kick ass. Knight d2. Alright, f5. I'll trade that knight for the pawn. I'll give my kingdom for the... for something. My god, the endgame is absolutely horrendous for white. Rook c2, weak pawns. Pawns. Pawn, this pawn, that pawn. Andre, was just cancelled. I just resent. Imagine playing such boring chess. Horse. What horse? Death Adder. Oh my god, it's 4 a.m. You guys are awesome company. You make time fly really fast. I didn't see the time fly so fast. But again, just for you guys that you just came to the channel, in case you just did, I just posted the new video on the London system for white. And check it out. Let me know what you think. And hope it helps your chess. Oh yeah, there is this line with bishop with rook e1. Usually, when white plays like this, I develop my knight to g6 and to e7 instead of f6. Yeah, there is this this line. Yeah, actually, Magnus played something like this against me when he was a kid. I think. Yeah, I think he did. So knight g6, and then yeah, so knight g6. Usually I play knight g6 here. Make sure knight stays away from all those things, and in this case, just trade. Because the light squared bishop trade is good for black. Black has traditional Sicilian superior structure, the pawn structure. And with your dark squared bishop, you have pawns on the dark squares. This is good news for black. Okay. So black is very nice and comfortable here. I would even go so far and say that I am very happy with my position. And the only thing is maybe I should not rush with knight takes e5. Although I don't see a reason why I shouldn't. I know it's pawn grabbing, but why not, right? Why not go pawn grabbing? And knight goes to d5. That's the idea. That's the reason why I grabbed this pawn, because I thought that my knight is gonna close this line and help me escape the pressure. Yeah, Andre, play something else. That opening sucks. I'm telling you as a friend. That opening sucks, man. Just play something different. Played bishop d6. I play knight d5. And this extra pawn is actually very important for black. Black is much better. As any computer would tell you, black is just close to winning. Maybe start with rook c8. Make sure there are no tricks here. And then just finish the development. Play f6, king f7. You know, rook goes somewhere. In this case, you can play h5. Doesn't matter. And I don't know. Rook goes to g3 maybe, yeah. Should I be afraid? I don't know. I don't see the reason why I should be afraid. I want my rook on c somewhere, probably. Can I play rook h6? I kind of like this move. Looks pretty badass, right? Yeah, I can do that too. That's the idea. Rook d2 and queen c7. And I wanted to transfer my queen. Actually, f5 is pretty interesting now. And just trade the queens. When you trade the queens, it's game over. It's game over because you have superior structure, 2 holding 3 here, and you have massive pawn formation in the center. This is just winning for black. Thank you for the knight. Yeah. Alright, so that's how I play Sicilian Khan. And you play with extreme violence. What do you mean I play? People are trying to kill me. They're playing all this sharp stuff, right? I'm trying to survive. Although sometimes in order to survive you have to respond with the force. But I am a believer in the gentle force. So I'm gonna play this dubious move b6, which seems to be the recent, like when I say recent, I say about 2 years old try by black to improve upon the Schlechter, With the pawns on a7 and b6, you sort of don't create a lot of potential weaknesses. So that's one advantage of playing b6, but I kind of am skeptical about this. Sort of. Although f4. f4 is interesting. So I kind of want to see my rook f on c8, but I don't see how I can do that. I don't want to take on a5 and allow that to happen. So probably rook c8. And since this bishop is dead, usually what I do in this position is I put this rook somewhere on the c file, and I try to get this bishop to f8 as soon as possible. Because this e4 square, if I can get my knight to this d6 square, I will be extremely happy. So the question is, how can I do that? So let's try queen e7. Indirect protection of the a7 pawn. Although, am I blundering stuff? Yeah, this is tricky, but I don't think knight d5 works because I have e d5. So bishop b5 makes sense. And then there is such move as, oh, I don't have knight b8. Oh, I was almost happy that I have that move, but I don't have it. So I don't have this move. Oh my god. Alright, so I have to play knight a5. Yeah, this is not good news for me. This is definitely not the good news for me. So he wants me to kill and if I play knight e4, kind of should be a bad move, but I want to test it. I want to test it. Test this move in knight d6. Is it playable? Is this playable? Probably not. Unfortunately, it's not playable, yeah. But you gotta be a grandmaster to find out why this is not playable. And I don't think this is the move to do it. Rook d8. And I think I survived this, yeah. Because, yeah, bishop is coming to f8, and I survived this. Where's the YouTube channel? It's on the, it's there, somewhere there. And I survived, yeah. I survived this. In fact, I think the computer would tell you that black is already slightly better here because of this pawn formation. This pawn on e3 is weak, and I'm gonna try to get to it. All right, queen b7, queen b7. And if you're smart, you're gonna play this move. Let's see if you find this move for white. Or you are ending up in a worse position. Let's see if this guy finds it. I thought he must take on d6 and go bishop d3 later to transpose the game to the opposite color bishop endgame. Because after knight c4, I think black is better. Queen a3, yeah, maybe. Queen a3, it's important. Saint Petersburg. My god, Saint Petersburg. Saint Petersburg. My god. Petersburg is an absolutely horrible insult in Russian. Don't ever say that word, please. This is calling somebody gay with a slang. It's really bad. Really. Trust me, you get punched in the face if you say it by, even if by accident. in Russia. This is not what you want to say. Yeah. All right. My God. G4. Dukis, did you play H5 here against me? I think you did, yeah? Let's see this. I'm gonna copy you here. I'm gonna copy this. And then I think you played D5, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, G6, right, G6. I forgot. All right. Okay. Russia is a tough place. Do you know how cold it is in St. Petersburg? To survive this cold, you need, I don't know, some chutzpah. Yeah? Is that what you call it in Jewish language? Some chutzpah. Yeah. But this is a very ancient rivalry between St. Petersburg and Moscow, because Moscow was a traditional Tsar retreat, right? The capital of Russia, but then Peter the Great moved the capital to St. Petersburg because he was afraid of all that assassination attempt, right, on his life when he was young. Remember all that huge fight for the throne, right? The Game of Thrones sort of thing. So he was afraid of all that stuff. And for good reason. There was actually, his life was in danger. And he moved the capital to St. Petersburg to make sure there are no strelets there. And so he can live in peace. Yeah. Peter the great Russian hero, commanded huge respect for bringing Russia out of the dark ages. That's the dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. Doesn't matter what I think. It's all history now. Of course, you can argue history tends to repeat itself and all that jazz, and we might be witnessing that, but who knows? You know, some say that there is such thing as fate, yeah? And of course, there is this huge train of thought which says that we make fate as we see it. We make fate. So I don't know. In Nordic mythology, right, you have these three sisters, right? The weaving the net, the weaving the fates, right? The fate sisters or something. And of course, you have also the Greek mythology, which also states that that is not your fate, man. Like Hercules, right? Remember, he was supposed to commit suicide or something, and then something intervened and mentioned that it's not your fate. You're supposed to do those glorious, heroic deeds, right? So again, different cultures, they have this concept of fate, which is incredibly interesting. And I'm pretty sure each one of you had that moment in life when you're pretty sure this is a hand of fate which intervened, right? I don't know which moment was it, but we all have those moments. We all do. The hand of God took part in that moment. B3, my God. I'm really bad. I should be winning this. Hands closed. Not hands closed, eyes closed, yeah. I don't see it. King e7 maybe. So how do I win this? Oh, you helped me. Thank you for helping me, man. You should have just kept those pawns there because my God, you played so nice and then you just blundering stuff. Okay. Yes, it is very bad in Russia. Of course, they don't cover it. And every day you get 10,000s of people. It's moving from sort of the west to east, right? Because situation in the large cities, like the top largest cities, the top three are Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Novosibirsk, right? And usually those cities, traditionally, even Soviet Union, those cities were getting the best of everything. Just the best of everything, leaving the rest of Russia, especially the middle Russia, very poor, with no resources, and it's just like that right now, right? All the resources are given medical resources are given to the large cities, and the rest of the Russia, including the I cannot imagine what the life is like in the middle. You guys don't wanna know even. You guys don't wanna know what life is there like. It's just so horrible. That's why drinking, corruption is so huge. People have no means to earn money because whatever you earn is basically not gonna talk about it. It's just bad. It's really bad. All right, so what is going on here? While you guys having this conversation about COVID and life in Russia, I'm getting. I'm playing 5-minute game. My God, who challenged me 5-minute game? I said no 5-minute game. Oh my God. Ugh, 5-minute game. Tricky guys. Hi. Not sleeping. Sorry. Yeah. We have a very small apartment, and I'm streaming from the only large room we have. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife didn't get a chance to sleep. I feel bad. It's way more than that. Yeah, let's not talk about Russia. It's depressing. Let's talk about chess. And actually, we should probably round up this. So maybe last few games. Who's see? So I'm playing Dukis, I'm playing Webmaster, I'm playing Dr. Yoda, and these will be the last 3 games that I play. And then we're gonna call it the night. Yes, I do. Which is something I also don't want to talk about. Because it makes me feel like a bastard again. Reminds me of the bad things in life. So I'm not gonna talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for resigning. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. You didn't have to. Yeah, but thank you. Yeah, it's just 5-minute game and just falling asleep or start philosophizing like Bill and Ted, right? That's not what we want to do. We want to have fun here. We want to try different systems. We want to see some chess. And you want to see Dukis try new lines against me and make me feel uncomfortable and make me squirm in my GM skin, right? Yeah. All right. Okay. Very solid setup by White. Very solid. Knight is on c6, which is probably the wrong square for the knight. Yeah, I played this stuff against Karakin. I played Hedgehog against Karakin so many times. Oh my God. Every time, I keep forgetting that I played it against him before. And it's like the game of squeeze. Can he squeeze me enough to win the game? And so far, the results have come in the negative. I kept managing to survive somehow. Knight b5. Really? Can I play this move? Do I have d5? Traditionally, if you manage to play d5 or b5 break, then black is fine. But this is a very non-traditional position. The idea is that if white takes on d5, plays e5, I have knight e4. Then of course we have to calculate rook d5, bishop takes e4. And that is gonna be pain, right? So I'm thinking now maybe but maybe I survived that line, yeah? Yeah, but if you take and you play c5 here, is that your plan? You try to play c5 here? Is that your plan? Because if I take on c5, bishop c5, queen takes e2, rook takes e2, I have bishop a6, sort of pin. Then if you play bishop d3, I have knight e4, right? Which is important move. But if you play like this, then I just take and take on c4. And black is better because, as I mentioned before, my bishops are excellently posed on the long diagonals, just perfectly placed. And traditionally, this has been always very good for black. Oh, you take with the pawn, right? Because if you take with the queen, rook c8, right? So obviously knight. But if knight goes to e4, can you pin me? But your knight is hanging, so you cannot do that, right? So knight e4, and obviously queen e4. And black is better now, right? Because two bishops, superior pawn structure, and we go pawn grabbing. And a pawn grabbing we go. And more pawn grabbing we go. And two extra pawns is usually enough. Yeah, all right. So not bad, but yeah, but the knight b5 was a little bit strange. Yeah, knight b5 was a little bit strange. Est Müller que de blitz? It means it's better than blitz players. Who is speaking French in my channel? My God, I'm not French, dude. I know my French sucks, but obviously if you type something in French, I will attempt to try to pronounce it in loudly, but my pronunciation sucks. I don't know French. My wife speaks French. She is the expert on languages in our house. Okay. Ooh, can I take this knight? You know, when I was younger, I used to play this line, and then I just would go h4 and I would go straight for a king. Dukis, you have my games, right? You saw how I played against the first game, right? Against Hulak. This is good old times, man. And the only question, should I put the bishop on c4 immediately, or it should be the knight? And you also want to play g4. So let's play knight c4. Let's leave the square on d2 for the knight. So this knight will go to e3. And then we're gonna, you know, those light squares. We love the light squares, man. This means this knight will go to h2. And he will go to g4. And black is not good, man, to be honest. Definitely doesn't look very good for black. But it's a game, still going, so keep trying. Alright, so knight f5. Yeah, I probably overextend a little bit, yeah. Probably got a little bit too cocky. Too cocky here. Whoa, look at the structure. You know, whenever I manage to double my opponent pawns like that, I do the Gata happy dance. I do the happy Gata dance. Because this bishop on g7 is a blockbuster. Is a blockbuster bishop. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna open this whole situation on the queen side. And that's what we are going to do. So, Dookies, I'm not impressed with your treatment of London system. Not this time, unfortunately. Okay. So this deserves pawn grabbing. And pawn grabbing, right. And my king will travel to the... And another pawn grab check. And another pawn grab check. And we have the last game. No, we have 2 more games, right? So we have 2 more games, right? Yeah, you should get some rest, man. You're definitely... Yeah, I can see that you're tired. Your level decreases dramatically. Yeah, you need to get some rest. So yeah, it's tough to keep concentration, especially for a long time. Thanks to the games go. Yeah, yeah, you played well, but you know, but after queen f5, you should just try to play rook d8 and attack my king, right? I'm underdeveloped. Rook d8, queen d6, so double the rooks on the 7th, go for that rook d2, right? Because my queen f5, knight g4, they're nothing special. Queen e6 really helped me, man. It really helped me, very much. Because I got a free advantage. And since I was underdeveloped, wait a minute, I screwed up this, yeah? I think I screwed this up. Yeah, I definitely screwed this up. Alright, knight c6, and then I don't remember, c3 something. Wait, we played this before. I already played this today. I already played this today, but a different line, yeah? Alright, it was something different. Yeah, but this is even better version for me, because now I take with the bishop on c6 instead of pawn. And I just play e5. And, or I don't even have to play e5, I just attack this pawn on e4 right away. Knight f6, and then knight g4. And knight gets to e5, or... Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not how you want to play with white. Alright, so grab the pawn. You know me, guys, right? Grab the pawn. Extra pawn. Superior pawn structure. Enough to win. As long as you don't blunder anything now. d5. And technically this should be winning. Just need to push those pawns. Push those pawns. Rook e8. Rook d8. e5. Push, 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 push those pawns. Alright, d5 anyway. In this case, queen g6. Thank you for allowing me to transfer my queen to the excellent square. Sort of keeping an eye on this b4, rook c2, right? Possibility. Bishop on e4 is magnificent animal. Magnificent animal. So let's play queen g3, make sure white is on the constant alert for rook c3 and 2 extra pawns. Definitely. You're probably, this guy's probably listening to me live, yeah, so he's trying to to make some moves. Alright. Well, I'm not claiming to be doing the best show, but I'm just trying my best. Probably this time, not many streamers online. Probably. I might be wrong though. A Luft for the king, followed by bishop e4, and then bishop d3, and then we grab this knight and we walk with the king, yeah, and d4, not allowing any of your rooks to the open files at all. Yeah, this, and the pawn grabbing starts. The fiesta starts. Wow, how many pawns I have? I have 7 pawns alive, yeah? Wow, that was a lot of pawns. And I have 2 more games to go, and then I'm gonna call it quits. And Andre is awake. Oh, he's playing t4. Finally, he's playing normal opening. Oh my god. No, no. He's playing... Okay. Ooh. Fine. Let's play London system. Hey, that's not a bad opening. Not a bad opening, but that's why I play knight d2, so that I don't get this bishop on f3, which is a silly bishop, because that bishop place is on d3. Okay, just keep that in mind, guys. That bishop place is on d3, and right now, because of this, I can actually start to play on the king side, and we can actually go for this traditional attack here, because my king can be safe. Ooh, thank you for the bishop, Andre. That was very generous donation of your bishop. See? See why this bishop is bad? Right? Now you see it. Now you see what I was talking about. I just take this bishop. And the knight is coming to f4, spelling the doom for the webmaster. Mortal, beware, for your doom approaches. Except that I don't see how I win. How do I win here? I don't see a clear-cut win. He wants to play 95, yeah? Alright, so I gotta come up with this move, I guess. I play knight g6. And then I have this idea, followed by f5, yeah? And this. That was my plan. This is how Grandmaster thinks. He thinks several moves ahead. That's a Grandmaster tactics. It all started with that 97 move. Not bad, but please don't give me the bishop. You play so much better when there are equal number of pieces on board. Baath trash talk. Thanks, Andre. Don't play knight bd2. That's why I play knight bd2 always. So I recapture on f3 with my knight, not bishop. So now you know. This move is not good. This move is not good because of this check. And then I take here and play c3, I think. And this structure is very good for white, because this double pawn formation, you don't have time to take and play c5, which leaves you with this weak pawn. But if you play this, then I have queen a4, and queen goes to a3, which is a standard Slav move, and white wins the pawn. This is the standard Slav pawn winning, pawn grabbing line. Okay. Right now, so now you know. Knight b3, you cannot protect this pawn, man. I still grab it. I still grab this pawn, it's still mine. It's nowhere to escape. Okay, decent move. And of course the question is now, should I take it with the queen or with the knight? Let's take with the queen. Let's see if this endgame is winning. Yeah. Alright, so interesting position, interesting endgame. I believe king e7 is incorrect. They should play a5 immediately, because then I cannot play b4. Right? You take, play rook b8, and I don't have a3. h5, of course, I play h4 and stop your plans there. I'm not sure what you're trying to pull, but rook g1 is, of course, also the of course move. a4 looks reasonable. Trying to go for that b5 thing, right? And just king e2, king d3. And I'm gonna play c4. I'm gonna undouble these pawns, and I will play that b5 sooner or later anyway. So I don't know, f4 first probably, yeah. Then all right, c4. Fine, let's go. Let's go, man. I'm gonna break through. I'm gonna break through. I'm gonna play b5. Aha. Okay, take. And in this case, let's play king t4. No rush. f3, preparing e4. e4. Now I want to take here, create two pass pawns here. And this looks pretty good for me. So this endgame is winning now, of course. Yeah, this is the last game that I'm gonna play, guys, because it's 4:40 in the morning. Queen's Gambit accepted, because I play London system. I do not come across Queen's Gambits at all, right? I don't put my pawn on c4, period. And Queen's Gambit accepted. There was actually today played at the United Nations Cup, right? I'm just gonna give up. I'm just gonna call it United Nations Cup. And I think Van Gaal played it with black. Magnificent game. Very aggressive opening for black. I actually recommend, if you want to play for a win, this is the opening for you. I mean, white can always play knight f3 and e3 bishop takes e4, those kind of quiet lines. But e4 is considered to be the main, most principal line, but then of course it's very sharp. Yes, I'm in Russian, guys. All right, so again, thank you so much for staying with me. And once again, Dukis, rest of you guys, thank you for your support. I put out the new London system video on my YouTube. You can click on it in the panel below my broadcast, right, on my Twitch platform. And hope you enjoyed the stream, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time, probably tomorrow. I'll do some streaming. probably a little bit earlier than this time. And of course, I'm gonna try to do another video lecture. And on Friday night, my subscribers, you are preparing your openings, preparing your Londons, preparing your hippos, and preparing your... What else I wanted to play? Maybe some grobs, yeah? So prepare those lines, because I'm gonna play them. So good night, guys, and take care, stay safe.